Okay, I'm back. How do I sound? Am I much better? How long was I vibrating? I don't know if it maybe my phone somehow interrupts my stream. I'm not sure what's causing that. Last time that this happened, it was because my computer was running out of juice, but I'm still at 100% on my computer. My battery is at 100%. So I'm not sure what's causing that. I think YouTube, or it could be my phone interrupting it when I pick up my phone. Am I much better? Who knows? YouTube was giving Tanya an issue the other day. Well, I want to draw these flowers. I'm not going to stay on here much longer, but I did want to come back and kind of close out, maybe draw the rest of this flower. And I'm not going to stay on too much longer. Aunt Beck, did you see the little paper dolls? Did you see the little paper dolls that I'm doing from your live stream? I did this one last night. I did this one last night, and this one I did this morning. Cute. I think I'm going to put them on cards, Aunt Beck. And Aunt Beck, I found your bumblebee napkin that you sent me. I'm going to paint my bumblebees out. And where am I at? In here? Here. Right in here. This is smaller. I'm going to paint my bumblebees out on last week's. And use your bumblebee napkin you sent as a guide to redo my bumblebees. I get messed up with these flowers. They are so intricate. I forget where I am on them. Well, I don't think I'll stay on here live much longer. I really just draw a bumblebee on the flower. That's a good idea, Beth. I will do that. I will do that. You can hear me. Journey can hear me. I'm much better. Thank you guys for coming back in. Hi, Angela. I missed you in the other stream. Welcome. And Nettie is Mom Munson. Good morning. Good morning, Mom and Angela, and Aunt Becca's in here. Lucia. Hi, Lucia. And Anya and Beth and Azure. We can blame YouTube. Yes, we can blame YouTube for everything. Everything that goes wrong, it's YouTube's fault. Okay, you did see them. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Journey is in here. Draw a bumblebee on the flower. I'm going to do that. Journey's asking Mom how her picture came out last night. Aunt Beck is asking Mom to mail your address to her. If you didn't see that, Mom. Let's see. Hi, Violet. Good morning. Nancy's in here. She's making her dolls into magnets. Oh, what a great idea, Nancy, to make little paper doll magnets. They like them for the fridge. Oh, that's a great idea. I don't know. I don't know what happened, Lynn. It's YouTube's fault. Hi, Mitzi. Lynn is back. All right. Well, you know, I'm going to save this for later because I can see I'm going to have to concentrate a lot more to do this in here. And then I'm going to paint it. So let's put I want to flip. Let's take this off. I need to, let's remove this altogether. I will find room for it behind me. And I'm going to flip this back over from what we did last night. And I want to make this a little bit more springy. It's got a lot of fall colors. This red was a bird paradise napkin with some red roses, but it made it awful with the fall cut. Not awful. It made it look fallish, FALL, like autumn. And I want it to be more springy. And I was hoping to bring out the spring with these little roses, but I don't know. I need to put swirls on here yet. And I have this. I think the last prompt was swirls. Now I will be putting, here's the thing though. I will be putting these on here. I will be putting these yellow. I'm going to make cards, but I'm going to split these in half. So I don't know. Maybe that's enough color on there. Maybe I should just leave it alone, put my swirls on there and forget. Because by the time I put these on here and the paper dolls, that might just be enough color in the background. I might have to even make these smaller. Because I don't want the napkin to cover up everything. I mean the fabric. Just enough in there. I don't know. I'll have to decide that later. I'm going to take this yellow that I have. I'm going to make yellow swirls, and hopefully that will help bring out the spring. And this green in here was from the dripping from last. There goes my phone. I'm going to break that phone again. Mary. Good morning, Christy. I'm going to break this phone again. They're going to go, lady, why don't you buy a case for that phone? Because you charge $40 for it. That's why. Well, you pay $149 to get it fixed again. I got to move these markers. They're in my way. Paint's in my way. I need a bigger desk. I just need a bigger desk. But there's no space for a bigger desk here. All right. I'm putting swirls on here. Can you see? Yeah, I don't know if you can see them or not. I might have to put some white ones on here too. Maybe some white dots. I think white dots was one of the prompts, but they kind of got covered up in here. I need this to be just a little bit more springy. Now I got these are not fine line applicators. I got these little, but they're a paint applicator, and they do have that little steel needle nosed nozzle, and they're about, I think they're about an ounce of paint in here, and they've got this little plastic rubbery tube thing that goes on top. But I'm hoping they're not expensive. Those fine line applicators, I'm kind of disappointed that lately I've gotten them and they're clogging up on me and I can't get them clean. And that has just happened recently. I used to be able to clean them really good. So I'm kind of disappointed in my fine line applicators. Now, it could be the paint. I can't blame the people yet, but it's a difference. But so far, these have been good to me and they're cheaper. I got these at Hobby Lobby. I don't know. The same principle. And I'm just putting little swirls all over this. And I think I'll come in with some white dots. I should put some blue. But I don't know. Maybe by the time I get that fabric on there, it'll be enough. Swirls was the last prompt. Now, see what I'm doing? This is why I'm always behind. I'm usually the last one to say ready, ready, ready. That's because I'm working on a huge sheet of paper. I had a laugh last night, said, Meri, are you ready? I think what slowed me down was when I applied the napkins, I had to take the backs off of them. I wanted to use the ones that I had. I have some without the backs on them, but they weren't these pretty bird of paradise, which made it darker. Yeah. And of course, I doodled some flowers. You can't see my doodled flowers. Maybe you can see a bit of one there. This was a doodled flower. I covered up all my... Aunt Beck did too last night. She painted... It was when we put the white paint on there, Aunt Beck. That's when the flowers for Aunt Beck got covered up. Aunt Beck's piece was so pretty. I don't know if you brought them out again. I think I signed off. I think I said goodnight while you were still making. I got a little bit of a flower there, a little bit there. I had some blue marker flowers in there too. Blue marker was one of our prompts. There's one in there. But this will be all cut down into cards. I'm just putting yellow swirls on here. What is that? A thread. I don't know where that thread came from. Probably from when I was doing those. Oh, it probably came from that fabric piece. And I think that helps it a little. These yellow swirls do. They're fun to do anyway. I'm not much for swirls, but I'm liking them on here. You guys probably can't see them too well. You can see some of them. Sorry, I kicked my camera. Now this looks pretty busy, but by the time you get this cut down into cards, it all kind of blends into the background. In fact, sometimes I think the busier the better when you're making cards. I could be wrong. How about that? We'll leave it there. Now I think I'm going to fill some more of these little ones. You get 6 in a package for about $5. I think white dots on here. When I say gone, it's empty. Let's see if I can get some white dots in here. Kind of lighten this up a little. Yes, I tend to ignore the corners. I don't want too many white dots. It'll make it look like it's snowing. That's okay. Or blossoms, maybe. It's not snow. It's blossoms. I'm going to cut them up for cards. I'm going to make little paper dolls. I better get busy at them. I need to work on my do-si-do book. Not this morning, but I'm just saying that I need to get that done. Sometimes I can't see what you guys are seeing. I have to get my nose up to the laptop. I wish I had some blue ones. Yeah, what I did with my... I guess I'll leave well enough alone. Yeah. You have butterflies and lace? Oh, lace. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to put lace. I'm going to put fabric and call it lace. I don't know. I might put a teeny piece of lace maybe down at the bottom. I don't know. I'll have to think. Maybe when I do the cards. I'm not happy that my blue got all covered up. I had some blue, and I'm not sure I can bring it back out again. I had some blue dots and dashes. Yeah, I'm not sure I can bring them back out again. With my marker, I'm getting it into my paint. It kind of darkens it up again. Yeah. You know what I need is some of that pearlescent ink. Let's see if I can get some of that. I have some over here. Is this green or blue? That's green. I want the blue, and I suppose the blue is put away. And I don't see it. Was that blue or green? Let me see if I can find some pearlescent blue on here. Let me check. I'm not done yet. Is this blue? Yeah. Is that pearlescent though? I think it is. Let's see if I can put some blue flowers or something on here. It needs to be a little bit more springy. I don't know if this is going to work. My poor chair. My poor chair. I'm looking at the garage sales and the thrift stores for chairs. So far, I haven't found anything that's cheaper than $40. I'm not up to buying a it on. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll brighten it up a little. Hopefully. Put some, how do I want to do that? Hide some little blue flowers in here. Let's make this one more into a flower. Oh, this white, I think I'm going to need to get more white ink too. This is that Amsterdam ink. I'm not sure I'm happy with it. They got rid of their Daler Rowney, or was it FW inks they got rid of? And they put in that Amsterdam. I'm not sure I'm happy with it. See if I can't brighten up some of these darker areas with my blue flowers. Light blue. Blue. I don't want to dip my brush in there again. Dip the end of it in there. Let's put a, where's my, is it? Stoppers don't really work good. They get gunky stuff in there. Gunk. Gunky gunk. Now I'm just playing. Now I'm just playing. I think this is helping me to brighten it up a little. Excuse me. These areas got awfully dark. I dripped that green paint down there and it mixed with the red on that napkin and made it brown. I didn't like my drips. I smashed them out. One of the prompts was to use blue, so I'm going back to that prompt and using blue. Yeah, I need more white. I need more blue. Hi, Holly. Yeah, they're tiny flowers. That's a fiber, Mary. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, the lace is a fiber. Good morning, Holly. White. That dropper works pretty good on the Amsterdam, though, I have to say. Yeah. These droppers don't always work the best. They get clogged up. I'm having fun, though. I enjoyed doing this Dirty Dozen. This was a fun Dirty Dozen that we did last night. I liked the prompts. I covered up a lot of what I liked. That's how it happens with Dirty Dozens. You get something you like, you got to go to the next prompt and you wipe it out. And if you're lucky, you can bring it back. I'm putting a lot of little flowers on here, hoping that the overall effect will make it more springy. Should probably see if I could get out some yellow too. Aunt Beck kept saying last night, I want yellow. She wanted yellow. I don't know. We got a gold prompt, I think. Use gold. Didn't we get a gold prompt? I can't remember. Or maybe it was I used gold. It was used 3 different markers. And one of my markers was gold. That's how I got to that idea. Gold was the first prompt. Oh, yeah, it was. We had purple background and gold on there. That's right. Thank you, Holly. I only saw your remark because I was painting down in this corner. Your comment. I'm trying to get a lot of little blue flowers on here. I got a long way to go yet, though. I think this will make a nice background for cards. I do think so. Yeah. Maybe if I put a little bit of water on my ink here. Yeah. You know, white in here. I don't want to touch that flower, but I'm going to. I think I'll touch it right in there. Yeah. You know, I'm going to put some yellow. Aunt Vic's right, it needs yellow. I mixed a little yellow in my white. It got awfully, my whole page got wet last night when I did that dripping because I sprayed water up here and it just got my entire page wet. Got to wash out my brush. Maybe use a different one to do the yellow. Hold a sec. Find a little brush. Maybe this one. I don't know. We'll see. I'll find a place to put a yellow one here, maybe. Yeah. Let's do it this way. Need some white. Maybe. I don't know. Where was I? I was here. Yeah. I put my white away. No, I didn't. I put it down here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just putting little flowers on here somehow. I say they're even pretty. Yeah, I don't know. Mary, just a little spring green. Yeah, well, I kind of have green up in here. Maybe some more green in there. I don't think I need any green. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have some green up in here. It's not spring green. Let's add some, I got some green out here. Let's add some green to that white, see what happens. Make it springy, Mary. Let's see what I'm going to do, though. How am I going to put it in there? Some green in here, maybe. Really, it doesn't matter too much of how I put it in there, because when these get cut up, it's the color that's is going to matter. I kind of like these going as ferns, maybe like up like this. Hi, Christine. Welcome. Bottom right. Down here. Is this your bottom right over here? Yes. Okay. I can't see a whole lot of what I'm doing. I think it needs some of those blue flowers in there too, maybe. Some. To tell you the truth, when this gets cut up, when it gets cut up, it isn't going to matter a whole lot, because it'll take on its own personality. Let's see. Maybe some of the white in here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the best at painting flowers. I have to admit that. The dots are too dotty for me. All dots. I just meshed them out. You know, baby's breath are just nothing but little dots. Little baby's breath. Little white baby, creamy white baby's breath. A lot of this will get covered up, I have to tell you, because when I start putting those paper dolls and fabric on there, I need a darker green in here. I don't want to go too dark, though. Let's not do that, Mary. Let's go to some blue in here. Light blue. Yeah, it'll take on its own personality once they're cut into cards. There's something in here, maybe. Oh, a yellow flower. I'm in the zone. That's a lot more springy down there, isn't it? That's a lot better down in there. Let's work on this a little bit more. Thank you, Cheryl. Holly says, when I was a teenager, I would pick and pack baby's breath into a trailer to be sold. Yeah, I bought some baby's breath yesterday. I went to the garden. Oh my goodness, the Big G. We've got a Big G, which is really a True Value Hardware. They've got a beautiful, every spring, they've got a beautiful garden center, but they're expensive. I looked. Well, I did buy some. There, but I couldn't buy everything I liked. But then I went to Walmart and bought some seed packets. I got zinnias and baby's breath, and those are easy to grow here. The baby's breath and the zinnias grow pretty good. Marigolds grow. The common flowers grow pretty good. Lots of zinnias. I wanted to get some hollyhock. I couldn't find any hollyhock. I'm messing up my doodled flower in there, but guess it needs to be messed up. And it needs some white in here. Baby's breath is so pretty. Just teeny little white flowers. I could be all day at this. I could be all day at this. Yeah, it needs some yellow in here, I think. My ink is getting dry. My paint's still wet, but my ink is getting dry. I'm working down in this corner way over here. I don't think you guys can see it. Let's go back to someplace where you guys can see, which is, yeah. I'm working over here. Need some darker color down in here. But let's just make it springy. This was a fun dirty dozen to do. I enjoyed doing this dirty dozen. This was a fun one. I enjoyed it right from the start. Now, I liked the bee one too, the one from last week, but I messed up the bees. I messed up the bees. Let's see. This needs some baby's breath or something around here. It needs a little bit more. Maybe right in underneath here. In here. I'm losing it. Now, a lot of this, like I said, will fall into the background. So a lot of this will, I don't know, I'm kind of liking it just like it is. I'm not sure I'm going to do too much more to it. Bring out some of the more springy colors up here. My poor birds of paradise really got covered up. They were pretty. I wish I wouldn't have used them because I literally covered them up. You can kind of see them in here. This is one here. Shall I call it quits? Let's get a little wild with this green up in the corners here. Cheryl says, I have a snippet here. AARP was started by a remarkable woman named Ethel Percy Andrus. 8 ways she made a difference in America. We'll have to look her up. Ethel Percy Andrus. Ethel Percy Andrus. This adds some green along the edges here. Good way to use up my green. So this is Thursday, so am I taking anybody's time? Beth, are you wanting to go on? Is Beth still in here? Beth usually goes on. Are you wanting to go on? I should probably get off here. I've been going till, what is it? It's 8:17. It's 9:17 her time. I think I'm about done with this. Yeah. Probably tonight. Are you wanting to stream this morning? I'll try to make your stream tonight. I don't always make your streams, Beth. I'll try to make the one tonight. Not intentionally. I always miss them. All right. I think I'm going to leave this because let's kind of smoosh out the edges here. A lot of this will get used in cards. Here I said, I think I'm going to use it, and I'm still... I think I'm going to quit now. Any minute. My green's pretty well dried up here. Arlene. What are you going to be doing tonight? Hi, 80 Doll. Welcome, welcome. What are you going to do tonight, Beth? Let's put the caps on my ink so I don't spill it. I like it a lot better now than I did when I started this morning. It's a lot more springy than it was. It was too dark and dreary. It was more fall. All those red colors were very fallish. And see, by the time I get my little girls, oh, this yellow will go good on this. And I'll probably only do half. I might make smaller cards, little note cards maybe. Well, by the time I get the background and get them matted, though, we'll see. She's going to catch up on projects. Let's set this aside and let's paint out all these horrible bees. Look at the bees. My bees are too big. My bees look like hornets, don't they? So how am I going to paint these out? With yellow? No, because I'm going to paint them yellow. How about some blues? How about some blues? Let's paint out my bees with some blues. Let's just sponge them. Let's see. I think I have a sponge left from last night. Do I have a sponge? Yeah. Probably have to snip the end off here. As long as I'm not taking up anybody's time here. Put a thumbprint on the top. That's what I did, but I've got a big thumb. I'm going to follow Aunt Beck's napkin that I got out here someplace. What am I doing? Let's just pour the paint right on the sponge, okay? I think I'm going to sponge these out with blue and white and kind of leave I like my gold dots in the background. There's my white. And then we're going to do the bees over again, but I don't know if I'll do them today because this will have to dry. Let's sponge these bees out. Oh, that'll be pretty in a way. And we'll put the other bees right on top of them. Let's see if I can find Aunt Beck's napkin again here. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. Got markers coming in there. I already like it better. I already like it a lot better. Those bees were just like, I wouldn't want one of those bees swarming around my house. Let me tell you. I might do those flowers on my journal with a sponge. I'm kind of liking that effect. Cut different sizes of sponges, maybe. I'm already liking this a lot better. Oh, that's funny. I've been wanting to do this for all week. Let's just take a little bit of time this morning and get it done. $80 laughing. Do a yellow thumb. Yeah, I probably should do a yellow thumb. That might work. I'll show you Aunt Beck's. What did I do with it? Here, let me get it out. Aunt Beck's napkin. It's probably behind me with all of. Oh, what did I do with it? Here it is. I gotta reach for it. See, I'm going to. This is the the napkin that Aunt Beck sent me. Those bees look like bees. My bees look like hornets. But I could start out with a yellow thumb and then paint the black stripes in there. And see, my wings, my bee wings were. So this is a case of, if you don't like it, paint it out. It's not Aunt Beck's fault. It's not YouTube's fault. It's Mary's fault. I'm liking the flowers in here. I'm liking these a lot better. These look like flowers to me. I'm liking this a whole lot better. I was going to make cards out of these too. I'll have a lot of cards. I need a card. Need to start sending more cards. Oh, and don't forget this at 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock today, we're going to Zoom. If you haven't joined our Zoom list, there's information in the description box below where you can go look at a calendar. Bea Grubb is going to teach today. She's going to do some mail art. She's calling them mail art dolls, I think. So Jeri probably, has she sent out the, is that from Jeri? No. Jeri will be sending an announcement letter with the meeting ID in it before the meeting today. So look for that. This is the last thing I'm going to do. I probably should get off of here and go get some breakfast and rest up a little before, because it's 1 o'clock Eastern time, which is 12 my time. What did I do with my... I already like this a whole lot better. I like it a whole lot better. Those bees did not do it any justice. I like this one too. I wish you could see the layers underneath of this. The layers under this were really pretty. But they kind of got all wiped out, whatever prompts. I don't even remember the prompts. There were gold dots, though. I used a stencil. Yeah, this is going to be pretty. You know, this would be pretty with these paper dolls, too, wouldn't it? Oops. With the paper dolls on here. We'll have to think. Maybe a different color of fabric, but I don't know what I'm going to do on this one. I'm going to do cards, though. I'm pretty much what I've decided I'm going to do. I could do postcards. Postcards would be pretty, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll do postcards with this. They're cheaper to send. Yeah. I'm running out of white here. Where's my white? Yeah, I don't know what all prompts were on this, but I'm liking this a lot better. I'm liking this a lot better. Hopefully I won't mess it up again. I'll put some blue in there. Got a bee buzzing down in the corner here. A hornet. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot better. So if you don't like something, get out the sponge. Turn it into a flower garden. Let's lighten this up a little bit more in here. All righty, I think I'm going to call it done. I'm going to throw that away just because I don't have my wipeout book, and behind me is a disaster. So, yeah, what did we do this morning? We opened Mitzi's Happy Mail. I got all kind of Happy Mail from Mitzi. I put some in my journal. I made little paper dolls, and I painted on these. I started sketching my. What did I do? Something dropped. I think something dropped in the little closet. It sounded like. Look at the difference here. Look at the difference between the two. This is so impressionistic up in here. Oh, there's a collaged flower on here that needs to be glued down. I think that might be a vellum piece, which is why it's... This still looks awful lot like fall, doesn't it? Those red tones. You know what? I'm tempted. I'm tempted to do some light blues like this. Where's my sponge? Let's just try it over here in the corner. Oh, yeah. Let's do some. Let's do some light blues and kind of blend this in with my sponge. That's a whole lot better, isn't it? This just is too much fall. I think I like this area in here. I'm going to see if I can't blend this in just a teeny bit more with the light blue. Yeah, Mitzi just sent me beautiful Happy Mail. Oh my goodness, she sent me some Posca pens. She sent me some spray inks. She sent me some beautiful, what she's calling a loaded envelope. Let's see, I want this to be kind of... Let's see, especially in these areas that are... I don't know. I might mess it all up. I might mess it all up again. I just kind of want to blend it in just lightly in here. Still leave my flowers so that you can see the flowers, but just kind of give it a light background in there. So I don't want a whole lot on my sponge. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing. I was going to quit. Oops. I need some more white in there. This is free play. This is what you get to do after you're done with your dirty dozen. And you're not happy with it, you keep playing with it. You keep playing with it until you're happy with it. It's too dark for me. This area here is much too like autumn. And that's because of those dark red roses that I put on there. Some blue. I don't want to wipe out all my flowers, but I don't want them to, that red in there is just driving me crazy. I'm liking that a lot better. Personal taste, I guess. See the difference between this half and that half? I'm getting hungry. I should quit this pretty soon and go fix some breakfast. This is too much like fall up in here. Too much like fall. You know what? I'm going to add just a little yellow. Just a teeny bit of yellow. That'll probably mix with my blue and make some greens too. Yeah. Let's see what happens. I don't know if I like that or not. A white. Meri's not done playing yet. Meri's not done playing. Well, that changed the whole thing. I don't want to wipe out my entire flower here, but let's push it back a little. Let's push this back a little. Those dark areas need to be pushed back. I changed the whole outlook of it. I don't know. I should probably quit. I can't stop. He's put the sponge down, Meri. I can't quit. Help, help. All right. I like it better. I like it a lot better. It's got a lot of the underlying flowers in there. Let me put all these scrap paints away here. These papers away. I like it a lot better. So I'm going to let those dry. It is 8:40, almost 8:45 here. Some cute ATCs. I think I'm going to make postcards out of one, cards out of one and postcards out of the other. Postcards will be a lot easier to mail than ATCs. They always, when you mail the ATCs, I don't know about you, but they always fill the envelope to see how bulky it is. Because, you know, you have to, I guess you could just drop your ATC in an envelope, but usually you put it between paper and then they charge you more. So postcards are pretty straightforward. Let's see what the back looks like here. It's not too bad. The back will just be, maybe I'll take some spray, some of those ink sprays and spray on the back for the postcards. So I'm done. I had lots of fun painting this morning. Beautiful. Thank you for the dirty dozens. Didn't this improve the bee one a lot? Didn't that improve the bees? Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Thank you, Anya, Suze, Cheryl. Thank you all for coming. You all have a really great day. If you have some time, do some art. Don't forget, if you're in our Zoom group, we are meeting today at 1 to 3 Eastern. Jeri should be sending out an email with the meeting ID. Christine says, my cat chased a fox down the driveway the other day. Oh, that must have been a sight to see. It looks like evening and summer's night dream. All right, I need to leave. When I left, there were a lot more flowers than Beck said. Oh, dear. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Have a really great day.